Alright, so Pokemon Go is the hot thing lately. Everyone's playing it. What, is it like the most successful app in the history of apps or something like that? I don't know the exact number. I'm just going to say 11 million copies or 11 million downloads on the first day it came out. So yeah, Pokemon Go is pretty big. It's taken over the whole internet. Everyone's talking about it. Pokemon is the hot thing now, or it would be if all these filthy casuals actually knew what most of the Pokemon names were, stuff like that. Now this is what my rant's gonna be about, because when I don't have a phone, all right, so I don't have a GPS, so I can't play Pokemon Go. I plan on getting a phone in 2 weeks though. So in 2 weeks I'm gonna get Pokemon Go when it's died down, and I'm just gonna start playing it, because that's usually how I play all the hot games. I played Skyrim like a year later than everyone else, and all those other games, stuff like that. I just started playing Mass Effect. And hey, they're pretty good games. But either way, this is not about Mass Effect or Skyrim, this is about Pokemon Go. So, all my friends who were never into Pokemon, and all my group of like friends and family, I was the only one that still played Pokemon. I haven't played Pokemon X and Y yet because I don't have a 3DS. I'm saving up for it. But I've been playing the shit out of Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 and White. All the Pokemon games you can get on the DS I've been playing, so yeah. One day I'll get a 3DS, and one day I'll play Pokemon X and Y and Alpha Sapphire and all that stuff. But no, it's not about that. We're talking about Pokemon Go. So I'm the only one that plays Pokemon. That's what I'm trying to say. I am a Master, alright? I know what number 458 is. It's freaking Mantike. Well, that's because I have a poster with all the Pokemon names on it and all their numbers. So I have this a huge Pokédex poster. So I'm kind of cheating. But anyway, I know Pokemon, alright? I can tell you, just give me a Pokemon type. I can tell you the weaknesses, the resistances, what they're effective against, what resists them. Rock. Okay, they're weak against steel, fighting, ground, water, grass. They resist fire, poison, normal, flying, and they're super effective on flying, fire, bug, ice, and they're resisted by steel, ground, fighting. Oh, I gotta catch my breath. I think that's it, actually. Steel, ground, fighting? Yeah, I think that's all that rock is resisted by. I might be getting that wrong. But basically, I know a lot, alright? I know a lot about Pokemon. I'm getting really into Pokemon battling. I know everything, alright? I'm a Master. So it insults me. I'm a self-proclaimed Pokemon Master. So it insults me when I see people playing, and I say, oh, what team did you join? And then they're just like, I joined Team Valor. It's like, oh, I'm going to join the Articuno team. And they're just like, who? Who? You don't know who Articuno is? Alright, it's like, what's the Pokemon that represents Team Valor? And they're like, I don't know. It's a weird bird thing. I was like, oh, it's freaking Moltres, you idiot. I think so. I actually don't know the teams. I think Valor is red, and red is Moltres. And I know Mystic is blue Articuno, and I'm pretty sure Instinct is yellow Zapdos. I'm not sure. So, now, that just may kind of ruin my whole credibility right there. But I don't really know. I'm pretty sure Valor is red. Alright, I'm going to look it up right now. Oh yeah, it's red. It's red. It's motherfucking red, alright? Yellow is Zapdos. Blue is Articuno. Valor is a Moltres, alright? So even I know that. I haven't played the game yet. Either way. So when I say, I'm going to join Team Articuno, and they're just like, who's that? And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to go straight for an Onix. They're like, what's that? And then they see a freaking Pidgey hopping around. They're like, oh, look, it's the bird again. And they go and catch the bird. And these freaking casuals, I can't stand them. They really bother me. And then the freaking Vulpix comes out. Vulpix, fire type, weak to rock, ground, and water. Resistant to fire, grass, fairy, ice, steel, bug? I think that's all. And then basically, I'm a Master, alright? Self-proclaimed Pokemon Master. Just deal with it, alright? And they see Vulpix and they're just like, oh, it's Fox thing. And then they see Mankey, it's like, oh, it's weird pig monkey. And you see Geodude, it's rock face. And they see Onix and they're like, rock snake. And they see Ghastly, you're like, ball of gas. And they see Squirtle and they're like, blue turtle. And they see frickin' Venonat. They see purple bug. And they see Diglett. They see piece of shit. Because he looks like a poop. Diglett looks like a poop. Alright? And they're just going to say, hey, it's Poopamon. I'm like, no, it's Diglett. He evolves into Dugtrio. They're both ground types. They have really high speed. And decent attack, and they're decent sweepers, and ground is not the best type in the world, but it has earthquake, and stab earthquake is so powerful, but they don't know that because they're just filthy casuals who've just been playing Pokemon Go. Alright? And it bothers me. That's really all I wanted to say. Filthy casuals are playing Pokemon Go, and all I see is people just freaking making a bunch of dumb Poke references, because as soon as a new Pokemon game comes out, you're going to see the same old dumb jokes on the internet. Oh, Professor Oak doesn't know the name of his grandson. Are you a boy or a girl? All the same jokes that people have been making over and over and over again. Freaking, even Grade A Under A just came up with a video about Pokemon, and he just said the same jokes over that people have been saying for years. Grade A Under A is supposed to be the saint of YouTube. He's supposed to be perfect, but he failed me. Alright? As a true Pokemon fan, he failed me. I didn't dislike the video. It was actually really funny. It's just that there's been the same jokes over and over and over and over and over again that people have been making for years, and it's really dumb. He's like, hey, do you know Cloyster looks like a vagina? Yes, I know. Okay, I know. And you go, Onyx looks like a dick. And fucking, freaking, what's under Diglett? Oh, is it a big muscular dude? Who knows? I'm tired of those jokes. They've been overused. People tell them every year when a new Pokemon game comes out. It's not every year. Whatever, like 3 years or whatever, when a new Pokemon game comes out, they just make the same jokes, and it's really annoying and frustrating, and I can't stand it. And that's the main reason I quit 9gag. No joke. I quit 9gag because of the dumb Pokemon jokes people have been making. So I quit. And they're just a bunch of Gen 1ers on 9gag anyway, so screw the Gen 1ers. Speaking of Gen 1ers, they're also playing Pokemon Go. They're just playing Pokemon Go because, hey, it's all the original 151 Pokemon. And then, as soon as they make an update where the Gen 2 Pokemon come in, half of them are going to leave because half of them only like Gen 1, and they're like, who are these new Pokemon? They're ruining Pokemon of all these new Pokemon. And then when Gen 3 comes out, all of them are going to leave because they're just like, who are these Pokemon? I've never seen these Pokemon before. Casuals, all of them. Filthy, uncultured, lame. That's right. Lame, uncultured casuals. Filthy casuals playing this game, and they're just going to quit as soon as they introduce all the new Pokemon, and as soon as they start introducing new, better mechanics that represent the older Pokemon games, the actual Pokemon games, not older, actual, real Pokemon games. When they introduce, hopefully they introduce a better battle system, because that battle system looks like shit. Never played it, so I don't really know, but it looks like trash. So hopefully they fix that up a bit and add some more moves, maybe. That would be nice. But for now, it looks like garbage. I'm just going to collect Pokemon. I'm not even going to battle. I'm just going to collect Pokemon. That's going to be my mission when I get Pokemon Go, because that's basically all I see is now, just collecting Gen 1 Pokemon, Kanto Pokemon. I'm not even going to say Gen 1. I'm going to say by the region. Collecting Kanto Pokemon. And then when they release the Johto Pokemon and the Hoenn Pokemon and the Sinnoh Pokemon, alright, this may seem very, not that impressive stuff for Pokemon fans, like, you can name the regions, whoop-de-doo. But for these people playing Pokemon Go, they like, wow, you must be a Poke genius. And not really. That's just the basics of Pokemon that Pokemon fans should know. And I'm really out of breath, so I'm going to end this episode. But Pokemon Go looks like a fun game. I plan on getting it. Just all these filthy casuals, they need to learn, alright? And hopefully one day they will learn. Maybe they will learn one day. Maybe they'll just really like Pokemon Go, and they'll be interested in the actual Pokemon games, and they'll go and get Pokemon Heart Gold or something. And they'll play Pokemon Heart Gold, and they'll get into Pokemon, and maybe Pokemon Go will be this great thing that brings Pokemon back to the golden ages. And really, it hasn't really dropped from the golden ages. It's just not talked as much anymore. Talked about as much. Can't talk. But for now, it's just casuals. And hopefully one day, these casuals will open their eyes and they'll buy a Pokemon game, buy a 3DS or something like that, and they'll become Pokemon masters, and they'll realize that Pokemon is just as good as it was back in the day in the 90s when it originally came out. And everyone will see that Pokemon's one of the best, one of the greatest franchises of all time that will stand the test of time because of how freaking good it is. and all they have to do is have a few changes like in the Pokemon Sun and Moon trailers, and it's officially a whole new experience, and it's gonna be awesome. And I can't wait for Pokemon Sun and Moon, and can't wait till I get a phone so I can get Pokemon Go. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Stay relevant, and I hope you guys have a good one. Holy shit.